NuStar car wash, soft touch 3, there's several different grease points that are critical on this machine that should be greased on a regular basis. Rule of thumb is anything that holds a lot of weight, like the entire machine, or anything that spins at higher RPM, 50 or 60 RPMs or better. Those should be greased more frequently. And I would estimate probably every 1,000 cars, depending on the water and detergents that you're using. If you're using a harsh acid or alkaline detergent, it breaks down the grease in the bearings and exposes the ball bearings to water where they can corrode. The optimum time to grease this type of machine is at night or when you're finished or completed your washing for the day and are leaving it to sit for a long period of time. This problem we have in the car wash industry is the bearings get rusty, the balls get rusty, and then when they start working on the races again, or the rings that hold them into place, they start to break down. And if they're not greased on a regular basis, they will fail. With a regular standard grease gun, such as this one, I like the hand trigger so you can manipulate it by yourself. I'm even holding the video camera and greasing. You see how it pops into the grease fitting and you squeeze a couple different grease pumps into there. Good. Now, the difficult part about this one is you have to get all the way around to here, but I believe we have a zerk fitting on an angle, if you can see that in the dark, and 2 pumps. 2 pumps is all I would do for any car wash application. Here's the difficult one again. High spinning, high speed, you should reach under here and it should be right in front. It's difficult to get the video camera under there to see where that grease fitting is, but it is there. And this is a high failure grease fitting too. So I feel it with my hand. I'm going to have to put the video camera down because I want to feel it with my hand and grease it. So I'm under here. Careful not to get the grease on the brush like I almost did, but there's not that much grease on the end of this tip. And you feel for the fitting. You put the 3-bolt bearing. You put the gun on it. Make it fit snugly, and 1, 2, 3. Good. Same thing with the top. Right in here. You can everyone can see that. You pop it in, and again, 1, 2. The top brush. The top brush spins and holds a lot of weight. So I like to, well, this is pretty hard. You might have to get a ladder. If you shut off the lock or unlock it in some air actuated car wash top brushes, the air cylinder can be shut down and you can just pull it down. But this one has got a hydraulic unit and it's a hydraulic lock to keep it from drooping down. But you can clearly see that grease fitting next to the coupling. And every bearing in every car wash has 2 on every shaft. I'm going to recommend to this manufacturer to this user to replace some more of these bearings. That one, if you look at the race, it's a little loose, meaning that it hasn't been greased, the bearing is starting to fail, and it needs to be greased. I'm going to go locate a ladder, and good luck with your car wash, and increase your greasing. The machinery will last forever if it's greased. There's no such thing as no maintenance car wash. And here we are. We have placed this hose or zerk fitting tip onto the grease fitting. You should hear it pop in. Just a slight pop, and it should stay on there pretty firmly, but you have to make sure you clean it off before you put it on. The hose is a little more flexible, but it's more convenient for getting into tighter spots. Once it's on there, one or two pumps, you could see the grease, the fresh grease, pushing out along the sides of the ring. This is how you know it's greased enough. With a grease wipe or a rag, you want to clean off this excess grease, because you don't want it to get on the brushes, which then will get onto the car.